The not so hot tags. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. There was a lot of tag teams that broke up or that were broken up. A lot of them weren't even announced on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. They were announced on Raw Talk when they just said where people were, and you realized that they were splitting up a lot of teams. But here's a list of the tag teams that were broken up. We had T-Bar and Mace being split up. T-Bar remaining on Raw while Mace is moving over to SmackDown. I have no idea why that is a thing. Obviously, Dominik Dijakovic, if he's going to go back to being him, which I think he should, he was like the typical Vince McMahon guy, and then they just put a mask on him and made him this weird henchman, and maybe he'll get to be Dijak, and maybe we'll get those Keith Lee versus Dijak matches we've been begging for on the main roster forever. We want that back. Then we had Veer staying on Raw while Shanky and Jinder Mahal were drafted to SmackDown. What? Veer is a solo wrestler? He's a singles wrestler? Veer? Is he? All right. I mean, Veer versus Amos, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with this. It doesn't make any sense to me doing that. Then, like I spoke about earlier on the review, Tamina was drafted to Raw while Natalya will remain on SmackDown. So just a few months ago, they were wrestling twice on WrestleMania, having their greatest moment in both of their careers, and now they're both back relegated to nothingness. Because not being a tag team is just, they're just going to be solo wrestlers singles wrestlers who put younger wrestlers over, which what they should be doing. But they had a lot more chance of success being a tag team. And it made a lot of sense with their heritage and everything. So I don't understand this one either. Then we had one that made no sense. They literally just came out and rode a tank and shot something at Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley off the little tank. And it was Tegan Nox because she got drafted to Raw, and Shotzi Blackheart is staying on SmackDown. Why? What is this? They just got called up. They haven't even had a match. They had one match. But they had one match. Like, why are they being split up already? Why didn't you just bring them up separate? Why'd you bring them up together if you were just going to... Shotzi wasn't even her teammate. That was Ember Moon's spot. It was Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Then they just decided to put Tegan Nox with her 2 months ago, and now they already splitting them back up. They tripping. They tripping with this. This is so stupid. I didn't like Tegan Nox being a tag team wrestler anyway. Like, she's too good as a singles wrestler. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Maybe they're protecting her knees so she ain't got to do all the work or anything. She had two ACL tears, but it's just stupid. This is stupid. But Austin Theory was obviously called up and split up from the way. Obviously, everything in NXT has been split up. That's more of a call up than a tag team breaking up. Then Xia Li obviously separated from her faction, and Ridge Holland separated from his faction with Pete Dunne. So some NXT breakups as well because of the call ups, of course. So what do you guys think of the tag teams breaking up? Or do any of them really stand out? Does it matter that any of them broke up? I don't think it really matters that any of them broke up because none of them were really... I think it matters for the wrestlers like Natalya and Tamina. I think it mattered for them because I think they both have a better chance at being successful as a tag team. Now, for everybody else, I think T-Bar or Dominik Dijakovic, his real wrestling name, could be good. That's good for him separating from Mace, former Carolina Panther running back. Obviously, Dio Madden could go. I guess he might still be called Mace. I don't know. He can go try to do his thing solo, maybe get a little less green, work on his facial expressions, maybe not come out with the Milli Vanilli look. I don't know. But yeah, I think could be good for Dijak. Tegan Nox is good for her splitting away from Shotzi because they didn't mesh as a team to me, and they just threw them together, so it didn't make any sense. Austin Theory obviously is going to be a superstar. Austin Theory, in my opinion, him and Xia Li and Ridge Holland, I think all three of those NXT call-ups are going to be super duper stars.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when we go live next. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrestlingOnWe, and thanks for watching.